So today we're making Ukrainian cottage cheese pancakes. And we have everything laid out here. I'm going to let Amanda give you the rundown of it.
Okay, we're gonna use the vegetable oil to fry them in, and we've always said you can fry them in any kind of oil you want. Cottage cheese, semolina flour. We have got 2 tablespoons of that right now.
We'll put a link in the description for this for Amazon because that's not something you can buy easily locally.
Vanilla extract, we're going to use that to add to taste. 1 egg, sugar, 1 tablespoon, a pinch of salt, raisins, and it called for like 3.53 ounces, I think, once we translated the grams. We boiled the raisins a little bit first just to plump them back up. So
this is going to make enough for about 3 people-ish. Depends on how hungry you are and how big your people are, I guess. And yeah, so without any further ado, let's get this started and we'll kind of talk you through it as we go. We're going to mix it up here. We got about 500 grams of cottage cheese.
Put that in there.
So we're following a recipe, but what we're going to have to do here, we might have to add a little bit more flour right at the very end.
Oh, look at me spilling everything off the bat.
Yep. Our semolina goes in first. We're going to dust that in just like so. And that was how much you said? 2 tablespoons?
Semolina, 2 tablespoons.
Okay.
Yes. I'm going to stir this up as you're dumping in there.
And how much sugar?
1 tablespoon of sugar. A pinch of salt. A pinch of vanilla to taste. So
A pinch.
a couple more. There you go. That's good.
Okay. That's about 5 or 6 drops of liquid.
And an egg. And yes, whoever commented on my sign, this is a farm fresh egg I got at the local farmer's market, not from here.
You know, Nathan cracked his egg in here. It's, should be cracking that in a bowl.
Nathan laid an egg. Oh. Okay, and this is very wet, so we are going to have to start adding a little bit of flour so it's not so, because we're going to have to roll this into balls, so.
Yeah. When we do this, I got 2 functioning hands.
Yeah.
All right. So we just kind of want to make it to where we could pick it up and pack it in the balls, like we said.
So let's add 1 tablespoon of flour at a time. I'll let you stir. We'll go for a little heaping there. That'll be all right. I think it's going to take a couple to get to where we want to be.
I'd say 1 more.
Yeah. And then whenever you roll these into balls, you can either spray your hands with nonstick cooking spray or put a little flour on your hands or cold water, as long as it stick to your hands. Probably 1 more, don't you think?
Let me get it all. 1 more.
And you know what I'm thinking? Since we're adding all this flour, it's probably gonna take the taste out of it. You wanna add a couple more shots of vanilla?
Yep.
And then we also need to add our raisins in there, unless forgot about those.
Okay, now we're getting fairly close.
Yeah, let's put our raisins in there.
Let's do this.
Yep. Oh.
I think it'd be totally fine. The raisins going in.
And now the raisins are kind of moist too, because I just boiled them, so.
And then, so what we're gonna do here, you can put some regular flour.
On this plate, roll them in there, or just use it to work with here.
Yep. Get our raisins mixed up really good. Being in the Midwest, we can get so much food other countries can't. What we cannot get is some of the food other countries have. And so when you're trying to follow a recipe, when you're trying to do something, oh boy.
This was a cottage cheese with 4% milk fat, by the way.
It was also pretty much only cottage cheese. There you go.
Throw it in there. Not really much. Kind of hard to roll into a ball. Just kind of form it like that. There we go. That's pretty good. And I I have a baking rack over here with parchment paper on top of it. And like I said, we're going to put these in the freezer anyway before we fry them.
Because they are still pretty soft.
Okay, yeah.
The only problem is it's going to be hard to get the same amount every time. Like you said, you almost need a scooper.
Right.
But we're not going for perfection as far as that goes.
Well, you guys get the idea.
It's still pretty gooey, but she's mixing flour with it as we go here.
You know what? I don't know.
What do you want to do? Put a little more flour in here?
Yeah, my hands are messy. Can you grab that?
Yep, sure can.
I just think it's going to be a little bit easier.
So was that 4?
Yeah. Now, believe it or not, but as a little girl, Mom always said that I hated getting my hands messy when I crack an egg. I'd be like, ew.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I mean, meatloaf and all that, it does kind of bother me a little bit, but. All right.
All right, ready? Go another one. I'm just trying to get it.
I probably should have sprayed my hands with nonstick cooking spray, but it'd be okay. Here, put a little bit, just a little bit more in there. Oh, it went under my fingernail. See? That was kind of a big one there, Nathan. I say probably put them in the freezer for maybe 20, 30 minutes.
A little more flour on there.
Yeah.
Definitely need to let them firm up a little bit.
Right.
Well, I guess we're going to do this and we'll be back when they're all done.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put some oil in it. You want to spread it over
I'm
that?
gonna, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna spray this. That way I can get these off there.
Here. Oh. Spray that over here. There you go. Now we're cooking.
Good Lord.
Okay.
All right. I was like, Nathan, you can't fry that in there.
I would say about that much. Not a lot.
I just don't want these to stick to the thing. Okay.
We got to turn it pretty high until it gets cooking here. We give it just a minute. It won't take long. And we're going to pretty much fry them until they're golden brown on each side.
It's quite ready, was it?
Close.
There she goes. And now these probably could have went into the freezer for a little bit longer. They are still kind of soft, but it's okay.
Do 4 at a time, maybe.
Yeah. Smash it down a little bit so it's more like a cake and not a ball here.
Yep. So we got this turned up. Probably going to turn this down a little bit. We're all the way up. And like I said, fry until they're golden brown. They're getting brown. They're almost there. Okay, so they've been in there, what, maybe 3 or 4 minutes?
That's it.
We just peeked at one. It was already getting pretty brown.
And we don't want to burn them, that's for sure. So,
That's
oh
for
yeah,
sure.
that's like perfect. Kind of looks like a salmon patty.
I'm at a weird angle here. It's still on the deal?
Well, that skillet's so slippery on that
It is.
cooktop.
Supposed to be flipping it away from me, but flipping it towards me because I'm...
Or it kind of reminds you of potato cakes too.
All right. We'll probably give this a good 5 minutes. We got some toothpicks here. We're going to check them because you don't want them like gooey on the inside. This was not in the recipe, but I think I make it look a little better.
Yeah, look pretty.
We're going to sift a little bit of powdered sugar on top of this bad boy. Kind of make it look a little more professional. Okay, so it's come time for the truth here. So you're ready for the Ukrainian breakfast?
Interesting.
Breakfast cottage cheese pancakes.
Good thing I like cottage cheese. Yeah.
I do too, but I'm not sure how to
Right.
go about it here.
Okay, so we have some cream cheese and some blackcurrant jam here.
Red currant.
Or red currant. Okay, my bad. I'm gonna take a taste though with them by themselves, and then I'll take a bite with the cream cheese and jam. So the inside, I mean, it looks kind of like a potato cake or something.
What? You get in there, Philip, and show them the cross cut of that baby. You always gotta watch Amanda eat it first.
No,
And
I'm
then
trying to decide. Like, it's not how you'd expect it to taste. Like, it is kind of sweet. It doesn't really taste like, you can't really taste. The cream cheese is not bad. It's actually really good. What do you think? It's very different.
it's like a hash brown, but 100 times better.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I got to get in some of this jam though. I can't believe it's that sweet. Like you said.
Well, I think the powdered sugar did a lot, but yeah, it tastes like a hash brown that's sweet.
It's actually very good. It's sweet, but it's not like, it's not nasty high fructose corn syrup sweet. It's like semi-sweet.
Right, and you'd be, like, I wouldn't have thought cream cheese like that would have tasted like that. I'm kind of surprised.
I thought it might have been kind of on the, I'm not going to say bitter side, but kind of on that weird.
Like I said, the powdered sugar on top does do good for it, but I love that crunchy outer fried. It tastes really good.
What does it taste like? It's like something I had before.
Not really like some kind of a donut or some kind of fried pastry, maybe.
Probably what you're not going to do is eat a whole bunch of those.
Yeah.
It's very dense, very thick.
I think one I'd be satisfied.
I would
Like
say
you said, it's
one,
rich.
2 at the most per person.
Yeah.
That's a 10 out of 10.
It
That was
is-
not what I was expecting at all. It's very, very nice. But really,
It's like fried perfect. I'd say with you, I would eat it for breakfast. Totally.
yeah. All right, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Hopefully it's a lot more clear. We got a new camera. We got a big setup now. Let us know what you think in the comments. We'll be back next week. I don't know. We don't know. Next week with a whole bunch more videos. And that's it. We'll see you all then.
All right. Have a good one. Very interesting.